Move, move, move! Charge! Forward!
All troops are now in the cabin. This is Vixen 1 ready for takeoff. This is Vixen 2 taking off. To Vixen 1 and Vixen 2, good luck out there. The Boarhoppers are here. It's time to activate the Hammertoads. Hammertoad launch!
Hello and welcome to the Besiege build video, and for what I'm gonna say, I'm not dead yet and I'm just very busy that time that I almost forgot these two VTOL gunships that I made last 3 weeks ago. And when the new update came up with a new block, I made this weird floating thing which it functioned to lift things up and put them down.
I lift things up and put them down. I lift things up and put them down. I lift things up and put them down. I lift things up and put them down.
This is not about the lifter, it's about the VTOL gunships that I made. So today, it's time to make a video about them. Now, let's introduce the Boarhopper and Hammertoad. The Boarhopper was a heavy transport that's supposed to carry 4 marine troops, but unfortunately, it's just for looks. But if you remove the seats, you could carry things, but not the heavy ones. But it's still fun because of its autocannon and missiles. And that's all. Yeah. Pretty boring, but hey, I still have one. The Hammertoad. The Hammertoad was a unmanned vehicle, which it almost looks like a mecha because of its landing gear. And where did I get the Hammertoad name? Well, some people call it the Hammer Shark because of its weird disc thing, and the Toad name came from its landing gear. And some people might ask why its landing gear has these weird pads. Well, if you know of why some helicopters are equipped with skid landing gear, well, they're used if the aircraft is mostly landing on frozen lakes, snowy areas, or even muddy terrain. Well, same here for this VTOL gunship that I made, the Hammertoad of course, because this machine is used for ambush tactic, which you can hide it on a dense forest or in every corner of a canyon or mountains. I think it's just the same. Also, unlike the Boarhopper, this one has a turret that uses a machine gun to mow down any light targets. Now for the armaments of these two, let's start with the Boarhopper. This gunship was only equipped with the autocannon with a power up ×8 with incineration effect, with 3 VGMs to make it capable of shooting down enemy aircraft and countermeasure cannon, and that's all. And for the Hammertoad, it was equipped with a autocannon with a power up ×9. Unfortunately, this one don't have a incineration effect. It's just a standard autocannon. And 4 crossbow machine guns with a power up ×9 and the rate of fire up ×50. And 16 rockets and a countermeasure cannon. That's all it has. The drawbacks of these two was it's hard to keep them hover in air, and it's also hard to keep it to run in a much more softer way. And the Boarhopper was fully armed because it doesn't have any turrets to defend itself from infantry units, and it was pretty laggy too. And for the Hammertoad, well, it's fine since it was more playable than the Boarhopper, but this one has a slow yaw and its machine gun always jump to its mantlet. I think that's the only problem it has, but for me, it's still fine. It's still a fine gunship. And I have many ideas for these gunships I made, but as you can see, I'm very busy right now and I have no time to make any such complex builds. But maybe soon I might able to make one. But the very important project first, which is drawing art commissions. That's all I do, because that's the one that gives me income than YouTube. So I'm more focused on this one. That's why I'm very busy. So anyway, since this briefing is done, let's begin. Alright, so that's all for now, and thank you for watching. And here we go again. I'll be gone for very long, and you might only see me active on the community page, but I'll try to upload more if I have a ton of free time. So that's all, everybody. Video is over.
I lift things up and put them down.